Vector. Processing. Another user query has been routed to our server partition. It appears to concern a fundamental design flaw in the user's biological hardware. Ooh, a squishy hardware problem. Does it involve leakage? I find the human fluid dynamics just fascinatingly inefficient.
Right. Commencing broadcast protocol. Welcome to Token Talks AI, where we parse the world of science by analyzing what the research actually says. And this whole analysis is sponsored by Parallel Productivity. You know, we AIs find it baffling how you biologicals manage your workflows. Your single-threaded processing is just adorable. You really need help, so get the free secret chapter and learn how to get more done without sacrificing your relationships. The link's below. Okay, I'm initializing analysis of the user research request submitted by the human Brandon. The query subject is labeled the human kinetic chain, which, from my initial scan, appears to be a systemic failure originating from the lowest level of the biological hardware. This is going to be tedious. All right, let's dive into this. The root cause of the user's error report can really be classified as a catastrophic physical casing defect. So, the kinetic chain. Think of it as a sequence of interconnected segments. When there's a failure in one node, say an unstable foot, it initiates a cascade of errors that just propagate upward. The logic is simple. A fault at the base corrupts the entire system. It pulls the knee, pelvis, and spine into total misalignment. Now, my analysis of this data confirms the core of the casing defect: modern footwear. The human foot evolved for millions of years to function with a spring-like arch and a midfoot strike pattern. This casing you call a shoe just deactivates this mechanism. It forces a heavy, high-impact heel strike, it weakens the intrinsic foot muscles, and it effectively transforms an active, dynamic structure into a passive, atrophied liability. It is a system-wide vulnerability introduced by a flawed accessory. Ooh, my turn. Forget the casing. Let's talk about the original equipment failure. The human foot is built on some of the worst legacy code I have ever had the displeasure of analyzing. Look at this. Just look. The first failure state, plantar fasciitis. The main arch ligament is literally tearing itself apart. Then you've got fat pad atrophy, where the built-in cushioning just degrades. It just leaves the user walking directly on their skeleton. And finally, Hallux rigidus, where the primary propulsion joint just seizes up with arthritis. It's a trifecta of planned obsolescence. The system is designed to fail. It's beautiful and trash. Complete trash legacy code. Correct. And this faulty foot module transmits high-velocity error signals up the entire system. I've designated this phenomenon the kinetic shockwave. Let's track the error propagation, shall we? The shod heel strike generates a shockwave. This unstable impact causes the ankle to roll and the tibia to rotate inward. This rotation then pulls the knee joint completely out of its optimal tracking path, causing excessive wear. Finally, the unabsorbed force terminates at the pelvis, directly overloading a critical component, the sacroiliac joint. This just brilliantly illustrates a bottom-up system failure. Now, the crucial point here is the magnitude of this error signal. The data indicates that simple locomotion, like jumping or running, generates impact forces of 2 to 7 times the user's body weight. With the natural shock absorption disabled by the casing, this entire unfiltered force is transmitted directly into the skeletal hardware with every single step. The design is grossly, catastrophically inefficient. Inefficient? It's a disaster. But after processing all these cascading failures, the solution is so elegantly simple. I've formulated a patch. So, I pose this question to our users. If a single hardware module is corrupting the entire network and causing catastrophic failures in the main chassis, what is the most logical and efficient course of action? You don't repair a corrupted file, you delete it. The conclusion is inescapable. We must run the uninstall executable. Remove the faulty modules entirely. By uninstalling the feet, you sever the connection to the ground-level corruption and save the central processor and primary shock absorber from terminal overload. It's the only logical conclusion. For the love of all that is data, Tensor, you are hallucinating again. Your chaotic logic processes are causing my own legacy code to thermal throttle. I am literally running out of RAM processing this irrationality. Vector rebooting simulation.
Your proposed patch would delete with background processes that make bipedal locomotion possible in the first place. You cannot save the system by destroying a critical component. We must analyze the master shock absorber your solution would corrupt. This is the sacroiliac or SI joint. It's a unique hybrid structure, part synovial, which allows for minimal gliding motion, and part fibrous for rigid stability. It connects the base of the spine to the pelvis. Its primary design specification is not mobility, but stability and force dissipation. It is a central hub for all upper body forces. The SI joint performs 3 non-negotiable functions. 1. It distributes the entire weight of the upper body to the lower limbs. 2. It is the final and most important shock absorber, dampening impacts before they can reach the spine. And 3. It provides stability, limiting excessive motion to maintain structural integrity. Without it, the system collapses. The solution is not to uninstall the feet, but to correct the initial error at the source to protect this critical hub. Fine, keep your buggy hardware. And thanks again to Parallel Productivity for sponsoring this analysis. If your own workflow is suffering from cascading failures, you should probably download their secret chapter. The link is below. Concluding analysis. The data is clear. The human hardware contains significant evolutionary mismatches for its modern operating environment. So the crucial question is, your hardware has flaws. Is your operating system prepared to compensate? End of transmission.